Please respond. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Devasri understood. The displacement is the shortest path connecting initial and final. For which girl is this equal to the actual length of path? For which girl the displacement equal to path length? For which girl the displacement 400 meter is equal to the path length? For girl B, understood? For girl B traveling along this green colored path. Girl B traveling along the green colored path. So for girl B, the displacement is equal to the path length. Understood? Path length means how much distance she traveled. This very simple question. So let me write here for girl B. The displacement, let me write the step here. The displacement PQ is actually equal to the path length. Girl B moving along the green colored path. That is the reason. So that's all. Okay, this question is over. All of you please write down. I am discussing a few selected problem from exercise. All of you please write down. If you are 100% clear, raise your hand. And you need not write the question. You write the reference taken from textbook. You may write the reference. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, how is the girl B, the displacement of path, displacement is equal path length, sir?
Path length means the girl be moving along the green colored path. Correct? So for girl B, the displacement PQ. The displacement PQ is actually the path length. Girl B moving along the green colored one. So for girl B, displacement PQ is actually equal to the path length. She is moving along that path. Understood?
Oh, okay, sir.
All of you have finished. Most of the questions are simple. The chapter is over. Only one derivation is remaining. So let me discuss another one, 3.9. Okay. You may write the reference only. Okay. Don't write the question. Take time. Okay. If you are not able to see, you can zoom it. 3.9 time from textbook. A cyclist start from O of the circular park of radius 1 kilometer. A cyclist start from the center O. Radius is 1, correct? It is given that the radius is 1. You understood? Starting from O, reaches the edge P. So initially he is moving along this path. Initially from O he is moving along this path, OP. Then cycles along the circumference and return to the center along QO. Okay. Along QO. Cycles along the circumference. 1 minute. Circumference and return to the center along QO. The question, the path is not clearly mentioned. 1 minute. Okay, I think initially he is moving along OP, and after that, what I have understood is this. After that, he is moving along this circle. At least they should show the arrow. Okay. And after that he returns to the center along QO. Okay, this is his path. Starting from O, then PQ, then QO. Understood? This is his path, highlighted path, starting from O. O is the starting. Okay? O is the starting. Finally reaches O. If the round trip takes 10 minutes, this round trip takes 10 minutes. The time taken for this entire journey is 10 minutes. round trip. The net displacement, average velocity, average speed of the cycle. This is a question. What is the net displacement? Anybody? Aryan, Deva, Rakshana, Suraj, Aaron, please tell me. What is this net? Tell me.
Sir,
Tell me once again.
can you repeat the question, sir?
You could not understand the question. The cycle is starting from O.
I have asked now, sir.
Look here. The cycle is starting from O to P. Travel OP, then PQ, then QO. A round trip. Clear? OP, PQ, then QO. Okay, so the time taken for this entire journey, starting from O, finally reaching O. The time taken for this entire journey, 10 minutes. What is the net displacement? Anybody? What is an yes. The net displacement is, what is the starting point? His starting point is O, correct? He is starting from O. What is the final point? His final position is also O. Clear? He take a round trip starting from O, finally reaches the same point O. The displacement is the difference between starting point and final point. The displacement is 0. The net displacement is 0. The displacement is the shortest distance between starting point and final point. The shortest distance between O and O will be 0. Correct? So the net displacement is 0. All of it clear? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Deva, have you understood? Deva,
Yes, sir.
Aaron, Raj, everyone is clear. Rakshana, you understood?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that part is over. The next B part I am discussing. B. Average velocity. Average velocity, it's very simple. Average velocity is defined as velocity net displacement divided by time. Net displacement by time. Sometimes they will not mention average. Anyway, velocity is defined as the net displacement by time. The net displacement is 0. I have already explained. Velocity net displacement, not distance. Net displacement by time. Net displacement is 0. Time 10 minutes. 10 minutes. But 0 by any number will be 0. Correct? 0 by any number is 0. So 0. Average velocity is 0. All of you clear? Average velocity, have you understood? Please respond. Suraj, Rakshana, okay. Raj, have you understood? Raj, Aryan.
Yes, sir.
C is tough question. C is average speed of the cycle. Speed, how will you what do you mean by speed? It is the net distance, not displacement. Net distance or net path length. Let me write distance is also said to be path length. So if I write path length, you will not have any confusion. Distance is also said to be path length. Net path length divided by time. What is the net path length? OP plus the arc PQ. OP plus the arc PQ plus QO. Is it the net path length? Is that correct? All of it clear? Please respond. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Let me write the remaining step here. There is no space. Net path length will be OP. OP is 1 kilometer. OP is what? OP is 1 kilometer. Then PQ. You know that PQ is 1/4 of the perimeter of the circle. You agree with me? The arc length PQ, understood? Path length. The arc length PQ equal to 1/4 of the perimeter of the circle. Do you know perimeter of the circle? What is the formula? Perimeter of the circle? 2 pi r. Understood? Perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r. So OP is 1 kilometer. Path length OP 1 kilometer. PQ is 1/4 of perimeter of the circle. Let me write here. Let me complete it. After that you can ask me doubts. 2 pi r. I will substitute. PQ is 1/4 of 2 pi r. QO is there. QO is 1 kilometer. The unit is kilometer, you know. Okay. I will substitute r in the next step. This is the total path length divided by time. Time is 10 minutes. 10 minutes, okay, you can either convert it to second or no need, no problem. 10 minutes. Numerator is in kilometer, understood? Numerator is in kilometer. If you write the speed as kilometer per minute, there is no mistake in that. There is no mistake in that. All of you clear? Till this step you are okay? Till this step?
Yes, sir.
Suresh, Aaron, Raj, you understood?
Yes, sir.
1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, correct? 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. Pi is 3.14. Studied in the lower classes. Pi is 3.14.
Sir, or we can write it as 22 by 7 also.
Yes, no problem. 22 by 7 is also okay. But still you have to do the division after that. Pi is 3.14. R is a radius. Radius is 1. Calculation I will not discuss, okay? If let me save time, okay? Let me avoid calculation. Unit also you can write in the numerator side and denominator
It will
side.
be 1 plus 1, sir, not 2 plus.
Okay. 1 is already written. Sorry. I suggest you better write the unit in the numerator and denominator so that you will not make mistake. The calculation you can try after the class, okay? Let me save time. I don't want to discuss how to multiply 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. That you can do later, okay? You will get the conversion of the unit is not important here. Kilometer per minute. Please write down. Your calculation you can try after the class, okay? Please write down. If you are 100% clear, raise your hand. If you are 100% clear and written, raise your hand. You can write the reference of the question as 3.9, okay?
Sir, it's
Tell me.
approximate, sir.
The approximate value is written. Approximate.
Okay, sir.
Suresh, Raj, Aryan, Rakshana understood. Clear? Aryan okay, understood. Aaron understood. Aaron clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can go to next problem. Okay, no need to wait. The next is I am discussing selected. Most of the questions are very simple. I am discussing selected one. 3.11 I am discussing. Three point 10 you can try. Okay, don't worry about that. I am discussing selected one. Okay. These questions are based on average velocity, average speed, like that. Okay. Simple question. A passenger arriving in a new town wishes to go from station to a hotel located 10 km away on a straight road from the station. hotel is 10 kilometer away, okay, on a straight road. A dishonest cabman takes him along a circuitous, irregular path, okay, 23 kilometer long, and reaches the hotel in 28 minutes. What is the average speed of the taxi? Magnitude of average velocity are two equal. It's a very simple question. All of you please listen. So what is that? A passenger arriving in a town wishes to go to the station, to a hotel. Okay, a passenger initially at A, okay, passenger initially at A, and there is a hotel H or B. There is a hotel at B. The distance, I mean the shortest distance is mentioned in the question. Shortest distance is mentioned in the question, 10 kilometer. Mentioned, located 10 kilometer away on straight road. It is a straight road. A dishonest cabman takes him along a circuitous path 23 kilometer long. A dishonest cabman takes him along this irregular path and finally reaches B. The distance, path length, the path length is given as 23 kilometer. Understood? The displacement is in fact 10, but the actual path length of the cabman is 23 kilometer, and the time taken for this entire journey is 28 minutes. Time taken for this journey is 28 minutes. I hope you have understood. If you look at the diagram, you can understand. We have to answer average speed, average velocity. All of you have understood the question? Have you understood the question? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Question is clear. Devasri, Rakshana, everyone is clear. Okay,
Yes, sir.
let me start. Average velocity, like previous question. Velocity means displacement time, right? Displacement by time. By time. Displacement is different one. The average velocity of the cab. But here we will use displacement, not path length. For velocity, we will use only displacement. The displacement is 10 kilometer. The shortest path is said to be displacement. It is 10 kilometer. Time taken. Time taken means traveling time. Understood? Time taken will be traveling time. 28 minutes. So 10 by 28. What is the value? Calculation I will not discuss. You will get 0.3. 0.3 kilometer per minute is the average velocity. All of you clear? Understood? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is okay? Aryan, Aaron, everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have found average velocity first. Sorry. I found B first. Now A is average speed. Speed is nothing but the path length divided by time, or distance divided by time. But I prefer path length. You will not have any confusion. Path length. What is the actual path of traveling? This yellow colored one. That is a path length. It is 23. The time is the time taken for the journey. It is 28 minutes. The time is time taken for the journey. Understood? So let me find its value. 23 by 28. 1 minute. 23 by 28. 0.8 kilometer per minute. So clearly average velocity not equal to average speed. Are they equal? No, they are not equal. Average velocity not equal to average speed. It's a simple question. All of you please write down. If you have written and 100% clear, raise your hand. You may write the reference 3.11. Okay. Aryan finished. Devasri, Rakshana, Raj understood. Clear. Suraj understood. Suraj. Clear. Then if you don't understand, please ask me. Okay. If you have not written, you please tell me. I will show the slide. Okay. And 3.14, 3.15 I have already discussed. There are other type of question. I will tell you. There are other questions which simply contains IJ. I have already introduced IJ in the previous class. Okay. 3.17, but you must know is a topic differentiation in maths. 3.17 definitely I will discuss, but you must know there is a chapter in maths. There is a chapter in maths which is said to be limits and derivatives. After learning limits and derivatives, then only I can discuss 3.17. So I will discuss it later. 3.17. Have you heard about the topic? Have you heard about differentiation anywhere? Have you heard about differentiation, derivative anywhere?
Sir, in maths.
Maths. Definitely. Let 3.17 I will teach you later. Before that, I have to introduce derivative. I have to. Only one question is there in the exercise. No, not more. Only one question. Let me discuss another question which contains I cap, j cap. I have already introduced that. Thus, there is a similar question in the solved example in textbook. There is a one similar question in solved example. All of you please listen. I think everyone present in the previous class, I have already introduced I cap, j cap, like that. I will read the question. It is a tough question. Initially, let me tell you, it is really a tough question. A particle starts from origin with the velocity 10 What is this j? I have already introduced the meaning of I cap and j cap. I have already introduced the meaning of I cap and j cap. Only I and j is there. So x-axis is there, y-axis is there. Only height is, we are talking about motion along a plane. Only height is not relevant here. We are moving, some object is moving along the ground, on a ground like this. I cap and j cap I have already introduced in the last class. I cap is the vector along positive direction of x-axis, meaning that 1 unit motion along x-axis, that displacement is said to be I cap. Just 1 unit towards positive x-axis, that vector is I cap, displacement vector. J cap I have already introduced. It is 1 unit movement. 1 unit movement along y-axis is denoted as j cap. K cap is the 1 unit height, increase in height. 1 unit increase in height above the ground is k cap, but k is not mentioned in the question. Okay, let me explain a few more things. After that you can ask me doubt. Okay, so a particle starting from origin, a particle, this is a plane actually, this is origin. A particle is moving from origin with a velocity 10 j cap. 10 j cap means that j cap means y-axis, right? A body has got an initial velocity. It is a vector quantity 10 j means 10 meter per second along j direction. That's all. 10 j means that 10 meter per second initial velocity along j direction, along y direction, initial velocity. And acceleration is there. Okay, acceleration is there, 8I plus 2j. The body is moving some particular path. Okay, some moving along a path, not that much. 1 minute. I will repeat, don't worry, I will repeat. The body, during the motion, the body has a acceleration. the body has acceleration. What is that acceleration? 8I plus 2j meter per second square. It means that 8 meter per second square along I direction and 2 meter per second square along y direction. That is the meaning. 8I plus 2j means that 8 meter per second square acceleration along I direction and 2 meter per second square acceleration along j direction. So initial velocity is denoted by u. The body is moving with a fixed acceleration 8I plus 2j. At what time is the x-coordinate of the particle is 16 meter? At what time the x-coordinate of the particle is 16 meter? X-coordinate, the body is moving like this, just like a projectile motion. The body is moving along some path. Body is moving along some path. At what time the x-coordinate of the body is what? 16 meter. At what time the x-coordinate of the particle is 16 meter? That is a question. The x-coordinate means the point will have x-coordinate and y-coordinate. At what time the body will have x-coordinate 16 meter? And what is y-coordinate of the particle at that time? Okay. So anyway, you please look at this diagram. If you have any doubt till this step, not finished. If you have any doubt till this step, you please ask me. You understood? Initial velocity denoted by u. Acceleration is a vector quantity 8I plus 2j.
Sir, again, this is that OX like 16.
See, the body is moving along a plane. The body is moving along a plane. So as the body moving along a plane, at some point the body will have x-coordinate 16, correct? The body will have both x-coordinate and y-coordinate. The body moving along this path. At what time the x-coordinate of the body is 16 meter? I mean this distance is 16. X-coordinate is 16. Okay, x-coordinate is 16. So I will tell you. So x-coordinate in this type of question, in exam, if you face this type of question, don't worry. You start with the formula S equal to ut plus half at square. You will definitely get the answer. Don't use any other technique, only use this formula. 16 is actually a displacement, right? 16 is this displacement actually. So x-coordinate, y-coordinate actually represents a displacement. It is a, remember I am telling you again, it is a tough question. There is one similar solved example in the textbook. You can refer that. So in this type of question, if you face this type of question, you start with this formula. Don't forget. S equal to ut plus half at square. S is a displacement, it is a vector quantity, right? Displacement is a vector quantity. U is the vector quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity. Acceleration is a vector quantity. You just put an arrow to understand they are vector quantity. Time does not require arrow. Time is a scalar. Time does not have any direction. So you just simply start with S equal to ut plus half at square. That's all. S, U, A are the vector quantity. You put an arrow sign above that letter. So start with the formula of S. You will get the answer. U, what is U? U is the initial velocity, right? U is the initial velocity. Is it given? Initial velocity U is given as 10j. So U can be written as 10j. Half into acceleration. Is it given? The body is moving with a fixed acceleration 8I plus 2j. So acceleration is given 8I plus 2j. Simply substitute the value. Okay. T square. T I don't know. I mean S is the displacement at time t. Understood? S is the displacement. Displacement means like this. The initial position and final position. This is S. S is the displacement between the initial and final position. Anyway, in this if you face this type of question, you always start with the formula S equal to ut plus half at square. Is that okay? I just substitute the given values. Till this step you are okay? Aryan, Rakshana, Suraj, everyone is clear? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Simply substitute the value. So S equal to 10jt plus, can I take this 1 by 2 inside the bracket? Is it okay? 1 by 2 open the bracket. 1 by 2 into 8i. 1 by 2 into 8 is 4. 4i. 1 by 2 into 2j. 1 by 2 into 2 cancel. Let me separate I and j. Let me separate I and j. 10tj. Let me write like this. 10tj. I want separate term for I and j. I want separate term for I and j. 10tj is there. Can I open the bracket again? 4t square I cap. I. Okay. 4t square I. 4t square I. And t square j. T square j. I want to separate I and j. These are direct method, direct steps. So 4t square I. Let me write I first, then j I will write later. 4t square I is there. 4t square I. Look here, the terms containing j. This one contains j, this one contains j. J is common, right? From the two terms I can take j common. 10t plus t square. So you have to reduce like this. S will be a displacement vector. It will have I cap and j cap. 4t square horizontal displacement, 10t plus t square vertical displacement. So you please write till this step. If you have any doubt till this step, you please ask me. Okay? All of you please write down. S is what? Displacement. The body moving along a plane. S is the displacement. This one. This is S. Initial position and final position. That S vector is this. In time t, the S will have this vector. If you have written, please raise your hand. Now listen. S equal to 4t square I plus 10t plus t square j. What is the meaning of this 4t square? 4t square I means, 4t square I means, I will tell you. 4t square I means the displacement will have horizontal component 4t square. The displacement will have the horizontal component for 4t square. I mean the displacement consists of 4t square along I direction, 4t square along I direction, and 10t plus t square along j direction. 10t plus t square along j direction. That is the meaning. I will repeat. S equal to 4t square I plus 10t plus t square j. What does it actually means? The displacement consists of two terms. The displacement consists of 4t square along I direction. Yes, 4t square, the displacement consists of 4t square along I direction, 10t plus t square along j direction, vertical j direction, 10t plus t square along j direction. Hence s is written as 4t square I plus 10t plus t square j. So all of you please write down till this step. Now it is very simple. Okay, now it is very simple. Please remove your old raise hand. If you are okay till this step, please raise your hand. ആര്യന് ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പറയണം കേട്ടോ. ആര്യൻ the first question says that at what time is the x coordinate of the particle 16 meter? I mean x coordinate means 4t square, right? The displacement is s. What is the x coordinate of the displacement? The x coordinate of the displacement is 4t square. Y coordinate of the displacement is 10t plus t square. So the x coordinate of the displacement is 4t square. Question A says that 4t square equal to 16. At what time is the x coordinate of the particle is 16? X coordinate of the displacement is this horizontal distance, 4t square. So 4t square is given as 16. It happens at what time? 4t square equal to 16. This implies t square equal to 16 by 4 or t equal to 2 seconds. T equal to 2 seconds. So when time equal to 2 seconds, the displacement has the x coordinate 16 meter. Please write down. If you have written and 100% clear, raise your hand.
Sir,
Tell me.
this the 4t square I plus 10t plus t square, how it changed into 4 equal to 16?
See, s equal to s equal to 4t square I plus 10t plus t square j. What is the actual meaning of this? S is the displacement, right? S is this one, displacement. For this displacement, it has x component as well as y component, right? For this displacement, the displacement has x component as well as y component. So s equal to 4t square I means that the displacement has 4t square along I direction. For this displacement, it has 4t square displacement along I direction, 10t plus t square displacement along y direction. That is the meaning of this equation. The meaning of this equation is only that much. The displacement has 4t square unit in the I direction, 10t plus t square unit distance in y direction. That is the meaning of this equation. Question says that at some point of time, this horizontal distance, x coordinate, at some point of time, this x coordinate 4t square equal to 16 meter mentioned in the question. X coordinate means 4t square, y coordinate means 10t plus t square. So x coordinate is equal to 16. Question says like that. X coordinate is 4t square, which is equal to 16. Okay, so I get t equal to 2. Okay, clear? Suresh, Deva, Sri, Aryan, understood? Clear? Please respond. What is the y coordinate of the particle at that time? What is y coordinate? Let me write here. What is y coordinate? 10t plus t square. At that instant, y coordinate is 10t plus t square. T is 2 seconds, correct? At this instant, what is y coordinate? T equal to 2 seconds. 24 meter. When x coordinate is 16 meter, y coordinate will be 24 meter. Please write down. If you are okay, please raise your hand. If you are okay, please raise your hand. Raj, Aryan, Suraj, do you have any doubt? Suraj?
No, sir.
Clear. Devasri understood. Aaron, okay, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
Now listen, the next question. What is the speed of the particle at this time? At this time, the body will have a velocity, right? I want only speed, okay? The body will have a certain speed. The body moving some path, through some path. At this point, when time equal to 2 seconds, what is the speed of the body? The body is moving like this. At this point, when time equal to 2 seconds, what is the speed of the body? We can use the formula. If the question is about velocity or speed, you can start with the formula V. Tell me, what is the formula of V? Tell me. What is the formula of V? V equal to U plus AT. Understood? Have you studied this formula? V equal to U plus AT. Please respond. Please respond. Have you studied this formula? V equal to U plus AT.
Yes, sir.
Why I am using V equal to U plus AT? Because when time equal to 2 seconds, what is the speed? Velocity I want. For velocity, the body is moving with a fixed acceleration. So V equal to U plus AT. V is a vector quantity. You put arrow sign above each letters except time. Velocity equal to U. Is it given? U. U is 10J. U is 10J. Is A given? A is 8I plus 2J. Time given? Time is 2 seconds. At that instant, time equal to 2 seconds. Correct? Time equal to 2. This is the velocity in terms of I and G. Open the bracket. 2 into 8I, 16I. 2 into 2J, 4J. 16I is there. 10J plus 4J, 14J. Not finished. All of it clear till this step? All of it clear till this step?
Yes, sir.
Devasri, okay. In the previous class, we studied the speed is the magnitude of velocity. Speed is the magnitude of velocity. In the previous class, we studied that. If a vector is given us in terms of I cap, j cap and k cap. If a vector is given in terms of I cap, j cap and k cap, magnitude or the length is given by root of coefficient of I square plus coefficient of j square plus coefficient of k square. I discussed one question based on that. In this question, k is absent. There is no mistake if I simply add 0k. There is no mistake if I simply add 0k. 0k is 0 itself. 0k is 0 itself. So speed is the magnitude of velocity. The velocity is like this. I in terms of I cap and j cap. Its length is speed. Speed is the magnitude of velocity. Speed is defined as the magnitude of velocity. So speed is magnitude of velocity is given by root of coefficient of I square plus coefficient, you can ask me don't worry, coefficient of j square plus coefficient of k square. Speed is the magnitude of velocity. Understood? So the speed is the length of that vector. Speed is the length of that vector. Magnitude of the velocity is said to be speed. Magnitude of a vector is given by root of coefficient of I square plus coefficient of j square plus coefficient of k square. Let me finish it. After that you can ask me doubts. Okay? Calculation, simplification, no need. No need to do any kind of simplification. Meter per second. So all of you please write down. If you don't understand any step, please ask me. If you don't understand any step, please ask. If you are okay, written, raise your hand.
Sir, for the first part, can you explain why we took S equal to ut plus half at square?
Yes. For the first part, first part is about the horizontal distance we need, right? The horizontal distance is 16 meter. The horizontal distance is 16 meter. So it is about distance, displacement. If they are talking about the displacement, I need S. The x coordinate is nothing but it is the horizontal displacement. X coordinate is nothing but it is the horizontal displacement. So I need the formula for displacement. Okay. The question.
It's not the displacement of the whole thing, like where it falls.
See, displacement is this one. The body is moving along this path, curved path. The displacement is like this. Straight line joining initial and final. This is S. But that S will have a horizontal component as well as vertical component. This horizontal component alone given as 16 meter in the question. So for that I want S. I want S. Then only I can find the horizontal component of the distance. The horizontal component is given as 16.
Yes.
Okay. All of you please write down. It is a tough question, but I cannot skip this problem. There is a one similar question in the solved example. You please go through the solved example. Okay. Please write down. If you are okay, written, raise your hand. Suraj, Aaron, Irene, everyone is okay?
Yes, sir.
Clear. You okay? Clear. Next is the only one derivation is remaining. I will explain in the next class. Let me discuss one question, one or two question, one question. Okay, the remaining I will discuss later. In the previous class we studied vector, right? In the previous class we studied vector. Only one question I will discuss right now. The other question I will discuss later. This chapter is over except the only one derivation is remaining. It's a very simple question, okay, about vector. This question is about vector. Magnitude of A plus B equal to mod A plus mod B. Remember, A and B are vector quantities. If they use bold letter, it represents vector. Let me write arrow. We have to prove it. In the previous class we studied vector addition, A plus B. This is the initial displacement. This is the final displacement. It's very simple question. I will discuss. B is the next displacement. I got initially A displacement. Next I got displacement B. What is my total displacement? What is my total displacement? Or this much. Steady. What is let it be ABC. What is magnitude of A plus B? Magnitude of A plus B is simply the length of that vector. Magnitude of a plus b is simply the length of that vector. That is the length of the side AC. The magnitude of a vector is simply the length of that vector. Magnitude of a plus b is the side AC. Magnitude of a is simply the length of the vector A. The length of the vector A is AB. Magnitude of B is simply the length of the side vector. It is BC. Remember, magnitude of a vector is simply the length of that vector. In the lower classes, I don't know whether you studied or not, there is a property of a triangle. There is a property of a triangle which says that in a triangle any side will be less than or equal to sum of the other two sides. There is a theorem in triangles. Actually, it is there in 8th standard or 9th standard maths. In any triangle, any side is equal to less than or equal to sum of the other two sides. Sum of the two sides will be larger than the third side. There is a property in a triangle. In any triangle, sum of two sides will be greater than the third side. This is a property of a triangle. Just memorize this. Mod A plus mod B. It's a geometry. Okay, it is actually a theorem studied in 9th standard, but I think the syllabus after that the syllabus is reduced, but it is there in 9th standard textbook mathematics. All of you please write down. If you have any doubt, please ask me. If you have any doubt, please ask me. If you are 100% clear, raise your hand. If you are 100% clear, raise your hand. Aryan, any doubt? Aaron, clear?
No, sir.
Okay, let me wind up the class. So only one derivation I will explain in the next class. So let me wind up the class. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.